All right, we're staying in knowing where to go with our good friend Laura Dulloff from Intown.com. She is here also with Clint Weinman, and Intown is a big supporter of local nonprofits and charities. Today we're showcasing Project Rhino, an organization dedicated to raising awareness of the funds to combat rhino poaching in South Africa. Welcome to both of you, and tell us about this organization that you have, keeping folks from going in and poaching the rhinos, which are some of the most beautiful animals on this earth.
Exactly. Yeah, it's about creating awareness, and it's about creating funding. The local governments in Africa, including South Africa, where the biggest problem is, are absolutely losing the battle against poaching. And currently, we're losing about 10% of the population a year in South Africa. And the thing to know about that number is that South Africa has 82% of the world's rhino population. So 10% a year, it's a huge chunk of the world's rhino population, not just the population in South Africa.
A lot in a very short period of time.
A lot in a very short period of time.
And this is all because of money, because you've got the hide, you've got the food, but also some countries feel that the tusk of the rhino has certain effects on the body.
Yeah, the horn, financially, a horn weighs on average about 5 kilograms. It's worth about $45,000 a kilogram.
Wow.
So we're talking about a lot of money. Its uses range from a plethora of medicinal purposes.
Yeah. Medicine, aphrodisiacs.
Aphrodisiacs, they think it can cure cancer. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's made out of keratin, which, your hair, your fingernails, made out of the same thing. So it's a complete fallacy. And unfortunately, the culture is so ingrained in Asian markets, specifically China and Vietnam, that it's really tough to break that, to break through that culture.
Of course, Laura, on Intown.com, you were showing what his organization does, and it's always good. Of course, the folks that are not familiar with Intown.com, this literally is the in the place on where to know and where to go because of all the things that are going on this weekend.
And I love especially working with Clint and Project Rhino Charleston. Obviously, we wanted, we talk a lot about Charleston and what's happening here, but then, it's nice to know that people in Charleston care about the world and what's happening other places and how it affects us. So we're excited, and they're going to have their second annual Rhino Party this Saturday, tomorrow.
Wow.
That's out at Trophy Lakes. And so,
on Johns Island. Yeah.
Right on Johns Island, gorgeous setting, and they're going to have lots of fun stuff. Not only building the awareness for the rhinos, but then also they're going to have an African wine tastings,
we got so
food
much going on.
trucks.
South African wine is pretty good.
South African wine is pretty darn
Had my
good.
share, yes.
So we're going to have these wine tastings. I think we have about 7 different types of South African wines. Guests can actually purchase a wine tasting. I think it's about $15, and then they get to taste all these wines. And then, of course, we'll have beer and wine for sale. We also have the Graham Worley Band, which we're really excited about. I'm sorry, it's not the Graham Worley Band. It's just Graham Worley.
Okay.
Even better.
But he's phenomenal. I mean, anyone who hasn't seen him should really check it out.
We have about a minute left. Real quick, who are buying these rhinos and the rhino tusks, by the way?
Primarily the Vietnamese and the Chinese.
So it's the Asian market.
It's the Asian market. But then what a lot of people don't realize is that you can walk into an organic pharmacy in downtown London and buy shavings of rhino horn.
That's sad.
So it's available internationally.
Come out and help these help the folks support this tomorrow at Trophy Lake. What
And
time
there's
does it
lots
start?
of great, there's a big silent auction as well, and you actually can win lodging. It's some South African
We have
hotel.
a great silent auction that has a bunch of items for sale to suit everybody's pocketbook, from surfboards to stays in lodges in South Africa that are worth several $1,000s. So it's going to be really exciting.
Thank you so very much. We
Thanks for
appreciate
your
it.
time.
I'm sure it'll be a great success. We've got more after the break, so stay with us. We'll run about 30 seconds over.